solid defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is taken in at the 5. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Back deep is Tavon Austin. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Spinning away. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Allen. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Eluding the pressure right, and that is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete.
It feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
56, the mic, boys, 56. Check, 56. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
And again, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Rodgers. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now, 3rd and 12.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime.
Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Take it, take it. Motion, motion, motion. Alert!
A final shot before half for Allen. Looking deep for Julio. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
40 yards. First down.
Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
2nd and 7 at the Bengals' 21-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Rodgers. Hill shedding the tackle. That one complete to Hill. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Powers through. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
They'll take over.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are out.
50
On play action, Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Rodgers again now. And that will be incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Looking deep for Julio. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag throw.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. In your face.
From the gun, it's Allen. Looking downfield for that's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Julio Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead.
No good. Mason Crosby set to kick
So
off.
with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Flushed out right. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And it's 3rd down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the Raiders have got him. Jarrell Casey able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers going deep for Hopkins. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead.
Raiders 21. Bengals 16. Austin McGinnis set to kick off.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Intended for
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Allen. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check the backer. Check the backer. 56. Flare. Check. Hey, alert 3. Regular. Switch gears. Monday. 5 wide.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Allen to throw once more. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Allen again. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jesse James, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
They'll run for it with Michelle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Bengals 24, Raiders 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter. And a chance. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
Touchdown, Bengals.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Raiders 21.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The return man is Grant. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Grant on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And this one's incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target. And it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On first down, it's Logan. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. This is Logan. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
48-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9. Today's final score.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Cincinnati, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next.